And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Giangelo's here in Boardman on 224 for the South Range Raiders show. I'm joined by a guy you may know. You may have heard his name a time or two. He is a senior at South Range. He is the quarterback, but more importantly, he is the MVP of the NE8. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tristan Toy, Mr. Player of the Year. I know you're not big on those acknowledgments, but someday you're going to look back and see all the competition and all the people that you defeated in order to essentially get that title. There's a lot of guys that have helped you get along that way and win that. And I think you're a guy, I don't want to set you up because I was told not to set people up, but you're a guy that I believe really would honor the rest of your guys with that award. Talk to me about what that award means to you and what it means for this program.
It means a lot because I know every day before even practice starts, we're all in there lifting and getting stronger every day, Monday through Wednesday. And then on Saturdays, we're doing our meathead workout, which is just a bunch of curls basically. But we're always doing that. But it means a lot to us, and it means a lot to the program that we can earn something like that.
I mean, it's incredible. You guys are through 13 weeks, have not experienced a loss. And you look at going back to last year, that's the last time you guys really had a devastating loss. You had that taste in your mouth. During the offseason, I know we're going back a ways. During the offseason, is that something that drove you, every rep, every curl for the girl that you're doing on the meathead workout? I mean, is that a situation that you're driving yourself and you don't want to feel that your entire senior year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every year we create a group chat on Snapchat, and we give it a name. And this year's group chat was 32-0 because that's the score of the game that we last lost. So, and then there's a picture of it in the background. It's a pair of them with the regional championship trophy. So it pushes us every day to work harder so we don't have to feel like that again.
We mentioned during Coach Rock's interview, Pullen was probably the gator closest to the boat to getting you guys, right? When you look at and you analyze the tape, 14-0. What was said in that locker room? What was said on the sideline? You guys obviously propelled yourself to a nice hefty lead, but everybody's going to talk about that 14-0 because that's the closest they got to beating the man.
Mm-hmm. There was definitely a couple of things. It's just one play at a time, though. I mean, you can't score 14 points in a play, and you can't win the game in one play. It takes the whole game and all four quarters. So one play at a time, and we got the things done.
Is it distracting with all the media coverage? I mean, when that road narrows and you are one of the few teams left, and all the attention turns to you guys, and certainly as the quarterback, you're going to have the most kind of on your shoulders. Is it distracting to you? And if it is, how do you deal with it?
It can be, but Coach Rock says to not let the outside noise, even family and friends and people like that, get the best of you. I mean, even if they're telling you good things, you can't let that get to your head so you think that nothing can hurt you or stop you from doing what you're doing. You just got to keep doing what you're doing.
What keeps you level-headed?
What keeps me level-headed is like the road ahead and my next opponent. I mean, I know Poland's a great program, and they have a lot of good players, and they're a good team. So I know that we're going to have to play a good game to beat them.
Do you guys ever get kind of mixed up in some of the back and forth? I mean, I know years ago you'd see people texting each other. Now it's Snapchat and stuff like that. Message boards still exist for the older folks, and we see you talking trash, all you folks out there on Yappy. We know who you are. Do you ever get mixed up with that stuff? Does that ever get to you or give you a big or small head?
No, I try not to communicate with other players from other teams, just to stay away from that, just to focus on me.
So you don't talk to anybody from any other team during the season?
No, not really.
Okay, so when it's the off season, is there anybody outside that you talk to from other teams?
Not really. No, I just kind of keep to my friends and people from South Range, basically.
Keep it locked in on the brotherhood. This game means a lot to an awful lot of guys on this team, not just for the regional championship, but there was some bad blood. Let's just put it out there. There was some bad blood that happened the first time around, and they didn't think they'd see you again. They were hoping they'd see you again, and now they get to. Not to give them any bulletin board material, obviously, but is it a scenario that you guys were kind of looking forward to playing a team like Pullen once again?
Yeah, I think we've talked about it, but obviously we didn't want to look too far in the future. But we knew that it was a possibility that we could play them again. And I think that they wanted to play us again, just get another shot and show us what they had to give us.
One thing I have to ask you, and I think I said it during the broadcast, 2 weeks ago you lowered your shoulder like Jerome Bettis and ran some poor guy over. Last week it didn't happen like that. Last week you got close to that sideline, you put your shoulder down and got popped yourself. Everybody, I'll give you the same look that Coach Hake gave me. He turned his head to me and just goes, That doesn't happen again. When did you think that you became a 230-pound linebacker or a running back?
I feel like I've always had that mentality. I feel like I get that from my dad because that's kind of how he is. So I feel like I've always had that in my head.
Not 230 pounds. We're not giving away the weight.
No, I feel like I've always been like that. I mean, sometimes I'll try to make a guy miss, but I usually try to. I kind of want to go through people.
And you've got the elusiveness. You've got this shifty ability, and we've seen it on highlight tapes. Kudos Randy Dominguez, wherever you are, that he puts together. Dude, I think it was the Girard game. You juked a kid from Girard out of his shoes, out of both shoes, and I think took it to the house. Why not just keep trying to do that?
It's not as fun. It's not as entertaining.
It's not as entertaining.
Over, yeah.
We got The Rock over here entertaining us. So when you're making a decision, how quickly do you have to make that decision? And what do you base that decision off of without giving up too much? Poland's not going to watch this.
Sometimes their size, or if I know that it's a favorable matchup for them or for me, that'll add to my decision. But it's got to be like snap of your finger. You got to be able to think of it like that and what you're going to do.
All right, so we've seen you run for a touchdown this year. We've seen you pass for many touchdowns this year. Could there be a potential catch a touchdown? Have you talked to Coach Allegretto at all about, maybe slide me out here? You're a fast guy, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm a fast guy, but I don't want to disclose any information on that, but because I'm not going to put that out there. But maybe there's a possibility, but I don't know.
Keep them guessing,
yeah.
Right? All right, we always talk about your role models. We're going to step aside from that, and we're going to talk about favorite TV shows.
Impractical Jokers is probably my favorite.
Who's your favorite Joker?
Joe.
The one that left the show?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Movies. What's your favorite genre of movie?
Action, like old action movies.
Do you have a favorite action hero?
No, not really.
Okay. If Tristan Toy was a screenplay, who would play Tristan Toy?
I feel like I've heard people say that I used to look like, when I had hair, I looked like Zac Efron when he played Troy Bolton.
Of course, Zac Efron. And that's what I was going to say, too. Yeah. You look just like him, buddy.
But now I don't have any hair, so maybe...
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Let's get that straight. Let's settle that argument right now.
Now with no hair, Brad Pitt, probably.
Man, those are two tough ones, man. Now that's a real head scratcher. Okay, so in that story, American underdog situation, who plays Dad? Oh, this is gonna be good.
I can't even think.
Don't say Zac Efron.
I'm not gonna. I can't think of somebody.
What about Zach Galifianakis? I could see that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, that works.
What about Mom? You're not on the spot now, buddy. You might not make it out of
Margot Robbie or Jennifer Aniston.
Margot Robbie. Wow. All right, so now let's get real. Who plays Anna?
Anna.
And remember, she's going to have plenty of time to get back at you for the next 2 years.
She will. Anna. I'm just kind of trying to picture actresses in my head and then put them on Anna.
By the way, Margot Robbie is going to pack your lunch real nice tomorrow, by the way.
She'll probably put stuff in there that I don't eat. I pack my own lunch.
Oh, you pack your own lunch?
I can't think of one for Anna. It's hard to.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. We'll let you off the hook with that one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your NE8 Player of the Year, Tristan Toy, or Zach Galifianakis. I don't know what. No, that's Dad. This is your Brad Pitt and who's the other one?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. The other Zach. Whoever. It's Tristan Toy. That's T Toy. That's our guy. Nice try.